Why, hello, it's Missy. Welcome to a stream? What? No, that can't be right in any possible way, shape, or form. I just went and saw the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and I wanted to talk about it on the internet with people who presumably want to hear what my opinions are, but are okay with spoilers. This is the super spoiler super show. So, the FNAF movie. It sucks. It sucks. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people really are really enjoying it. And I'm pretty sure saying it sucks puts me on the same side of IGN, and I'd rather fucking firebomb a hospital than be on the same side of IGN. Unless it's specific people from IGN. I remember liking Alfredo. Anyway, sorry, what was I talking about? Okay. This movie is so bizarrely directed. And by bizarrely directed, I mean not bizarrely directed. This is the most just out of film school I have seen a movie in a fucking while. There is no energy to this direction or editing or cinematography at all. It is mind-boggling how much it doesn't give a shit. I think that's why a bunch of critics are shitting on this movie and a bunch of, fans aren't. I mean, you're gamers. You're a bunch of gamers. Of course you're not fucking keeping your eyes peeled on the particular usage of cinematic language. Why the fuck would you? Most people shouldn't do that. I've ruined movies for bagels by pointing out ridiculous camera motions that keep getting repeated, or when a movie cuts every 3 seconds. Trust me, never watch a movie with me. I've gotten to scenes where I will just say cut every time it does a fucking cut, and it just becomes Bagels trying to watch a movie and me sitting 5 feet away from him going, cut, 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 cut. I don't know why anyone interacts with me. But that's not a problem this movie has, because that'd be, an interesting idea to do with the edit. The movie's about a security guard who goes to, let's talk about it in the game terms. The movie is 1 and 3 squished together. Kind of, sort of. Because it had nothing of 2, but it's the guy having to work a dead-end job of 1, and we need to solve ghost mysteries of 3, and the fact that it's in a defunct restaurant of 3. But they do a lot of their own stuff. The plot is a guy, Josh Hutcherson, specifically Mike Schmidt. Yeah, they use the canon name. Mike Schmidt is a guy who is the legal guardian of his little sister. For some reason, not her, dad or whatever. Which is fine, you don't always have to do the obvious thing, but the fact that the narrative is very specifically about a dad-daughter relationship, the fact that she's not is really kind of weird. They barely act like they're siblings, at all. There's 1 or 2 moments that seem sibling-based, and the rest of it, the audience physically has to be told over and over again. Hey, where's your sister? I like the sister that you have. I'm like, okay, fucking Christ. Thank you, I need to have that brought up more. God, what else? Okay, so it's him. He's an asshole. He's a fucking, they go out of the way to say ridiculously violent asshole at the beginning, and then that never comes up ever again. He's a ridiculously violent asshole who's gotten canned from a lot of jobs, not because he's a violent asshole, who ends up triggered by the thought of a kid getting abducted and so puts a man in the hospital in front of his child after nearly drowning him and beating him to death. It's a family movie. I'm sure you're aware by now. No, you mentioned the other jobs, he was just insubordinate and a shithead, and that part is actually pretty canon. They show that through the whole movie, that he's an insubordinate shithead. I'm like, fucking thank you. And see, this part has to do with something. And he goes to one of those job services where they're help you find a job. But the guy who runs the job is fucking Matthew Lillard, aka secretly William Afton the whole time. Spoiler! Oh no! Yeah, everyone knew. Everyone in the fucking world knew that Matthew Lillard was gonna play the villain. And if you didn't know that, the movie goes out of its fucking way. He is the most obvious villain. I could have walked in blindfolded with a bucket on my head, and the second he goes, I don't know how that could do for you, Mike. No, oh my god. Never mind. We have a very special job for you, Mike Schmidt. I'm like, yeah, okay, fucking thank you. I mean, way to keep the parents in the audience knowing what's going on as they try desperately to gnaw off their own legs like it's a fucking 127-hour situation. No, that's very appreciated, I fucking guess. Like they haven't been info dumped by their autistic 12-year-olds enough. Shout out to autism, and shout out to this movie's weird little girl who isn't weird at all. It's fucking bizarre. It is absolutely bizarre how much she does a great job acting as a perfectly normal little girl, and like every fifth scene, someone's going on about, he's clearly doing a bad job raising her. Look at what a freak she is. Look what a fucking freak she is. Drawing, having an imaginary friend, she's a fucking monster. I'm like, hey, director, could you direct the kid to act weird then? I've seen weird little kids. You know what's a weird little kid? That little fucker in Babadook. I got why people were talking about how he was weird and off-putting. This girl is fine. She is fine, and it's so bizarre the entire time they're talking about how shitty she is. But anyway, the whole thing with Mike is that he really... The plot of the movie at the beginning is very much he needs to get a job or he's going to lose custody of this small child. Which, for the record, is dumb? I'm going to say dumb, because the motivation of a single dad trying to keep his, trying to raise a daughter, like, he's already motivated. He needs a job, otherwise he won't be able to feed the child. I mean, I'm not an expert on children, I'm pretty sure you need to feed the fuckers. But no, they also give him a ridiculously cartoon aunt who desperately wants to take the daughter away, who is just sort of in the wrong movie. She's like the fucking old woman from Gremlins just randomly pops into the fucking movie, but isn't fun at all. Her main point is so we have someone with turf bangs in the picture, which is very important, I find. It's very important to have turf bangs. Perfect person to get stuck in a fucking Springlock suit. God, where was I? Just choked on the Gatorade. Sorry, I ate a lot of popcorn. I'm kind of hoping if I shotgun lemon lime Gatorade, I'll somehow become not a desiccated corpse. But his two motivations are, I need a job, otherwise this will happen with the kid. This kid will get taken away from me. And for the record, by the way, speaking of money, it literally never comes up. He is a single dad who is somehow, goddamn... It never comes up. I don't think there's a single scene. Like, there's bits in the set dressing where you can tell that, you know, like this is they don't have a full assortment of dining chairs. They gotta have like an office chair rolled in there. They're watching on the shitty TV, etc., etc. But the actual plot, the fact that he's supporting two people on a goddamn zero budget is never brought up at all. It's insane. Oh, I'm sorry, it's brought up once when Matthew Lillard tells the guy, hey, by the way, this job sucks and you won't get paid well. And also, you've been fired from all your other jobs, you have no money coming in. Anyway, bye. But his main motivation is the fact that he saw his brother get abducted as a kid, and he's pretty sure he saw what the guy's face was, but forgot about it. So he drugs himself every night while staring at a picture of Nevada, or Nevada. How do you pronounce that? He stares at a picture of Nevada. Pronunciation. Google. There's a reason I'm sitting in front of a fucking computer. Pronunciation book. Yes. After this, sell me banks. There's a long story behind pronunciation. Nevada. Okay. Fucking... Wait, what do the comments say? Nevada. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you, the comments agree. Sorry, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, he shotguns sleeping pills and then looks at a picture of Nevada to try to enter a dream where he can somehow perfectly see exactly what the kidnapper's face is. And it doesn't work, but that doesn't stop him from shotgunning sleeping pills regardless. And he gets lucky because he ends up working at Freddy's, and that's a great place to continue to abuse sleeping pills. Fucking awesome. Thankfully, he's got a goddamn permanent 127-hour babysitter who will work there until the sun explodes for free, because she's actually getting paid off by the aunt to try to find dirt on him to get the kid away, which, for some reason, implies a weird backstory. Like, how long has this person been goddamn sleeper agenting into this guy's life? And for the record, no idea. Her fucking first line is talking about how much she wants a ring, and I have no idea why. He walks in after he gets fired from his first job, and she's like, looking at the shopping ring channel, she's like, man, I wish somebody would buy me a ring. They're not dating, she's a babysitter, it has nothing to do with anything. We move on immediately. But the aunt is like, oh, we gotta, if he has a job, then the court won't give me this kid. And so the babysitter's bro is, or boyfriend, or someone, Nasty Todd, fucking is there, and is like, hey, I know how to get this guy, get this guy fired. Let's break into the place while he doesn't work there and fuck it up. To which I say, hey, don't think that's how that works. I'm not an expert on anything. I'm 90% certain that if you break in during the day, the night guard doesn't get punished, because that would be the stupidest shit ever. Is there even a day guard? Is there a day guard? There is not a day guard at all. Answer the question. So does Matthew Lillard hire people to go security guard this place just for the fucking vibes? Because it's very much not needed. And he has a bunch of serious plans, like this is what we'll do to them if they try to learn too much about our sordid history. You want to stop them from learning about your sordid history? Stop hiring people to go stand there for 8 hours. You fucking weirdo. You fucking freak. God. So they decide, hey, we're gonna break in. We're gonna fuck the place up. Frankly, they could have done it while he was asleep, because again, he shotguns sleeping pills every time he walks into the fucking building. Oh yeah, and there's a MatPat cameo. MatPat is there. MatPat exists in canon, and I have to look at him with my face and hear his voice. So I'm already in a bad fucking mood at that point. I have nothing against MatPat. I just enjoy him being my enemy. It's very fun. I need more people to be my enemy. Look, I had to watch that fucking Streamy Award, okay? MatPat, it's on site. I had to sit there for hours. You son of a bitch. Those streamies were insufferable. So, guy downs a bunch of sleeping pills, and he realizes, as he's having dreams here, he realizes, oh shit, I'm starting to have better dreams, and there are ghost kids in my dreams now. The ghosts can enter my dreams, and we get to see what they're like. You get to see what all the kids are like, and they're all wearing very obvious pastiches of the animatronics that they're representing. Because the one thing I really liked in Five Nights at Freddy's was having a detailed knowledge of the children. It was so fucking crucial that I get to see what each and every child looked like, dressed like, and talked like. Otherwise, I just cannot get in with the scares and the spooks. But he gets woken up after getting stabbed by Foxy mid-dream, which is implied to either be him it is either a physical manifestation of something the Foxy animatronic said in his dream, or the Foxy animatronic walked in, poked him slightly, and then ran away. Which, boy, I would be way happier if staying at fucking Freddy's for 5 nights if I knew all the animatronics did was walk up and jab me. Shit. Oh no, the power's out. They're getting me. They're gonna get- oh, he poked me with a fucking stick. This is good. This is good. I'm glad he has the stick. The stick is so important, guys. But he gets woken up because a cop shows up who fucking works on the beat. And immediately it's clear to everyone in the fucking... everyone who's played the game that she's involved in this when she says her name is Vanessa. And then, for some reason, she... fucking in her first conversation, they turn all the goddamn animatronics on, they're playing a song, and she has to dance with them. I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for also establishing she's weird. She's just a weird person. Fucking phenomenal. They spend the night talking about, oh, this place, kids disappeared, it's fucked up. Doodly doodly doodly. Sunrise. Next morning, she's just pulling away as he goes to lock up. Cue the guys breaking into the place, and she shows up to yell at Mike about how dare he leave a door unlocked. Hey lady, you were literally with him all fucking night. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? You weird prick. You weird asshole. What are you? What the fuck? You were too zonked out on sleeping pills. You shouldn't have these. They make you unfit to guard there. I think the thing that makes him unfit to guard there is the creepy blonde staring at him 10 feet away for fucking 6 hours straight, Officer Dipstick. Goddamn. But they break in and cue them getting killed by the animatronics. The animatronics are so goddamn unthreatening. It is appalling, the entire movie. Except for one very important scene right at the end. The fact is, they all walk shoulders straight, ga-thunk, and every shot of their feet is very clearly being done with puppetry. Puppet feet aren't heavy. These things are making giant thunk noises like they're a fucking Mjolnir battlesuit. And the goddamn feet that we're watching on screen is clearly like molded plastic. It is ridiculous every fucking time. But they kill these guys, and then the babysitter is like, huh, where did all the guys we sent in there to break shit? What happened to them? I'm going to walk in there. Walking noise, walking noise. Cue the ghost kids, because the ghost kids can leave the suits. The ghost kids can leave the suits in the movie. Unimportant. But the ghost kid, one of the kids leaves the suit, leads her on a grand chase through the facility, into a room with a fucking animatronic, and then makes its voice sound from within it. In here, and the woman's like, huh, interesting. Well, I'm going to say nothing, do nothing, but walk very, very close to the thing's mouth. I'm gonna get up on a ladder. I'm gonna dangle myself like a delicious bit of popcorn in front of this thing's mouth. Maybe that will somehow get this mysterious ghost kid out. And then it bites her in half. It chomps on that motherfucker like it's a goddamn Sour Patch Kid. It is hysterical. The goriest scene in the movie. There's no actual gore, because there's actual gore, but there's no gore in this scene of her getting chomped in half, because this film's a pussy. But dear lord, fucking no shit it closed after a bite of 87. No shit. Which, I think about it, I don't think that gets mentioned at a single point. I mean, it could have gotten mentioned when I went to pee. I went to pee and I missed one of the cameos. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit at all. Anyway, movie, etc., etc. Because the babysitter's eaten now, Mike has to take the kid into the goddamn place overnight. And while he's there, she makes friends with all the ghosts. Which, good for her. Good for her, the animatronics like her. And then the next day, they have a fun playtime, and they make a fort. They all make a fort while wacky music plays, and there's comedy relief, and Bonnie falls over and does a thumbs up, and I chose one of the theaters I'm not allowed to drink in, so that's just sort of off the table. It's one of like 3 malls in this city that, or not even malls, one of those 3 sections of the city that doesn't have a weed dispensary like 2 feet away. I'd have to go a full goddamn 5-minute walk to get to a weed dispensary. What a shame. Anyway, eventually, as they get some fucking foreshadowing for the spring lock traps, the goddamn kid zaps herself by jabbing one of Bonnie's strings and gets electrocuted. And the cop is like, how dare you let this girl in to come play with the ghosts of the little kids haunting the robots? There's electrical wires in there, you motherfucker! I will shoot you if you ever bring your child here again. Which, oh boy, cool, you suck. You fucking suck. Everyone sucks. Amazing. Except for the 5-year-old who we're told sucks. This is a great, cool, fun fucking movie. Anyway, the point is that as Mike keeps getting more and more obsessed with these dreams, he is, the ghosts of the children are making it clear that they want something. Obviously, they're going to want the kid. Godoy. That's how this fucking works. I mean, obviously, you can see that plot coming from fucking space. But, while having another dream, he goes there, like, during the day and douses himself with sleeping pills as he makes the shitty, awful aunt babysit. And because she's shitty and awful, the kid's like, I'm going to run away to Freddy's. And something happens. This is when I went to go for the Go Pee Girl break. So I don't know what happened after that. There was a cab ride, there was a cameo, it was in all the fucking trailers, but Golden Freddy gets her to the fucking place as Vanessa explains to... Oh yeah, and fucking Mike goes, hey, I don't know if what do you guys want? And they're like, hey, here is a permanent dream. You can live in this... Every night you dream, you can hang out with your missing little brother. And he goes, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to solve who killed him. And the fucking kid... Then the ghosts go, no you don't. You definitely just want to live in this dream world. If you give us your sister, you can live in this dream world. And he goes, yeah... And then he remembers, oh wait, it's my sister. No, never mind, but it's just too late. You sold her to ghosts, I guess. And he wakes up getting fucking... Yeah, I didn't mention that. So in the games, in Sister Location, they established the Scooper, this giant fucking metal hook motherfucker that rips through you, and it's supposed to yank the AIs out somehow by destroying them. I don't know. Like, physics, none of that makes sense. It also injects you with a goo that gets ghost stuck to you. Why am I talking about this? What the fuck? Anyway, in the movie, I guess what it's supposed to be is instead a mask with 89 whirring death blades. Like, in the game, the giant thing, the bad machine that they can load you into is the scooper, or they just try to shove metal bits inside of you. And in this, they do neither and have a whirring death mask. It's possible they actually name it the scooper or say it wasn't the scooper in the fucking minute and a half I went to go pee, I don't fucking know. But regardless, I came back to Vanessa explaining, hey, Mike, it's the bodies are in there too. The dead bodies of the children are in there, because nobody would ever think to check. Which is, let's be honest, still the dumbest plot point out of any FNAF thing. Any of them whatsoever. Because I know this movie forgets about this, every couple of scenes. Human bodies have blood in it. This is a fun little Missy fact that I get to, this is my own fucking upsetting fact thing, you know, I get to toss this, and nobody redeemed it, I just get to toss this on. Human bodies have blood in them. They have blood, they have sweat, they have fucking brain fluid, organs, guts, fucking piss, cum, shit. You honestly, if you believe in any way, shape, or form that you could fucking stick a human body inside of anything for a long period of time, never mind something with as many intricate bits as a fucking animatronic, then I will sell you a bridge. I will do the full fucking sell you a bridge metaphor. I give no shits. Which one do you want? You want that one? Fuck you, it's mine now. Dancing on your bridge, goat man. I mean, the problem is, the closer these movies and these stories come to getting definite about a timeline, definite about the facts and timelines of this series, the weirder and dumber this plot point gets. I mean, it was always weird and dumb, but the second you try to make this at all be like a real world thing, then I'm forced to bring up, it's been a problem since the beginning, human bodies have piss. Biggest plot hole in the series, human body. They even explicitly in the games go on like, oh, now these machines, these are bad with water, bad with moisture. Oh, don't worry. Human piss, blood, gore? No, those are fine. If you spill any Fiji next to them, I swear to God, motherfucker's gonna go nuclear like he's playing Titanfall. Christ, crap. I would watch that. I would watch Titanfall, but FNAF, that's gotta be somewhere, right? No, focus! You're doing a fucking movie review thing. At this point, synopsis. At this point, it's Missy rants about the plot of a fucking movie. God damn it. Anyway, it's fucking... He goes, hey... God, I forgot this part. I mean, I didn't forget this part. I saw this like 20 minutes ago. Delicious tart Gatorade. But they establish, hey, the bodies are in the suits, and he's like, oh no, I sold my sister to them. They're going to kill her and put her in a suit. And Vanessa's like, yep. But they're weak to electricity. Here's some tasers. You already have one. Here's more tasers. Double taser. Quadruple taser. I want 99 fucking tasers. Here's how you get into the building, the main building. You gotta go in there and tase them and get your sister back. If you tase an animatronic, it will just turn off for like an hour. Or, I think he specifically says, hey, it's good, it won't be like permanent damage to your sister's friends. And I'm just thinking to myself, fucking, if that was true, then why the fuck did I get I got so much money taken away from me in Pizzeria Simulator every time I tase them too much. Fuck that. Fuck that. But he goes through, he tases them, they get knocked out, he saves his sister. And then on the way out, he gets fucking attacked by the cupcake? Hysterically? Fucking hysterically gets attacked by the cupcake and his taser gets knocked away. And the sister's a foot from him. The sister's a foot from him and he's like, oh god, it's eating me! It's eating me! Run, get to the exit! And she's staring at the taser that's like a fucking foot away and she's like, cool, well, I didn't like you that much anyway, and fucking runs off. But she has to go hide because Foxy's about, we still haven't tased Foxy yet. And the funniest thing ever, I'm assuming it made sense on the script, she's hiding by some arcade machines as Foxy's very slowly clomping down the hallway. Because if there's one thing I know about the games, it's how slow Foxy moves. Foxy's a fucking snail under that outfit, nobody talks about that. Slowest motherfucker in the West. But she hides behind an arcade machine. Fucking, it's like a hallway. It's a hallway with arcade machines lining the walls. And fucking Foxy's walking down the hallway with the girl hiding to the right. He turns, looks at where the hiding spot would have been, and it reveals she's in a ball pit instead, which was on the hallway to the left. She somehow walked in front of Foxy without Foxy noticing and jumped into the ball pit and has successfully escaped. Fucking incredible. Fucking, that's what you get for goddamn installing it with a goddamn eye patch, apparently. You didn't fucking compensate for, I guess, peripheral vision? Make the animatronic's head move? I'm just spitballing at this point. I'm just fucking spitballing. Eventually, dude kills the cupcake with the electric thing. Everything's fine. Bully's trying to escape. He runs into Springtrap. Who is, fucking Afton has put the suit on and is here to kick, Mike's ass. Which is good for him. Fucking good for him, I guess. And it's really genuinely the best scene of the movie because of the way that they let Springtrap move. Like, he walks in, his eyes aren't glowing red like a cartoon character, because that's what they all did every time they went evil. All the fucking animatronics, their eyes would just glow red. Afton walks in with these two little pinprick lights in his eyes. He's designed to look more like the Glitch Trap suit, which is, I'm fine with. And with his body at this odd angle, twitching as it walks through, and then starts hitting him with the fucking villain monologue. He's kicking his ass, which, I mean, you're gonna have Matthew Lillard in there, give him a fucking monologue to do. His sheer joy as he proclaims that getting to kill Mike after killing Mike's brother is symmetry, is just a lot of fun. It's the best part of the movie, by far. But then, Afton's mere proximity can mind control all of the animatronics, so they all wake up and they're gonna kill them. But then Vanessa comes in, and it's like, I don't have to listen to you, Dad, and shoots him, so he beats the shit out of her and stabs her. But then, my god, not a problem. We're gonna teach all of the animatronics what happened to them. You know those drawings on the walls? That's the only way that the animatronics know what happens, what life is. So she draws a drawing of Springtrap killing them, so now all the animatronics know, and they throw a cupcake at him, and that sets off the Springtraps, and then he very slowly dies. The end. The end. He gets his I always come back line, which, sure. And then he dies, and then they drag him off, and there's, like, towards the end, there's one more shot of him twitching in the corner of this dark room as he continues to die, as the ghost kid looks on. And it looks cool. Again, the effects on him, the acting, the portrayal, the Springtrap is the best part of the movie, by far. But unimportant, because once they defeat him, it cuts to black, and then does like a black to the image fucking fade in to the girl at class with friends, and the teacher's just like, well, whatever you're doing to make her a better student is definitely working. Everything's fine now. And I'm gonna beat the shit out of you with a shovel. I'm gonna fight this movie with a shovel. I'm gonna go up to the projection booth. And that's really my main problem, is the script is just so on the nose. Like, I mentioned that he believes that he can go into fucking dreams and properly learn things. They establish this by fucking, they show he's got the sleeping pills, he's got this little tape recorder, and he's got a book about dream theory. And he has a poster of Nevada that he fucking teleports to. Stupid fucking movie. Anyway, and it would have been perfectly fine if you show someone with all of that, and then he does his backstory, and then he goes through that dream sequence, and then you explain the context later, which frankly you don't even need to do, but sure, whatever. That would be fine. Instead, because this script has zero goddamn inclination that you can soak up any information on your own, it immediately gives him a scene with a dude, this black guy who you never see again, I don't think. Unless that was also a YouTuber cameo. Again, I missed the fucking cabbie scene. But he's a guy you never fucking see again, whose just only role in the movie is to have Mike explain what dream theory is. And I'm like, I know what you don't need to specify what dream theory is. Just show me what the character is thinking and doing. Show me how this character is feeling. You don't need to have your characters announce how they feel. That makes me feel angry. Also, I love how the movie ends after fucking, and they're like, everything's better now. And they're eating dinner and fucking, the kid's like, I'm worried about those ghosts. They're lonely. Could we go visit them again sometime? Maybe, honey. And I'm just thinking that this is absolutely just the director staring directly at me saying, could we have a sequel? Maybe. Maybe we can have a sequel. What is it even gonna be? Fucking, because this is basically already 3. This is basically the preamble between 1 and 3. You can do 3 too? 3 harder? 3 hardest? I mean, frankly, if you did the 2 thing and made this next one a prequel, maybe smash 2 and 4 together, that'd be interesting, I guess. Don't do it, though. I don't want to have to sit through this again. I don't want to have to sit through this again. Do you have any idea how bored I was this entire fucking movie? Dear Lord, there is no tension in any of this. And that's the bit that kills me. That's what the FNAF games are fucking great at. You establish what's happening, you establish how fucked we are, and you slowly let the goddamn situation... You're like, alright, you're in a room. You have very limited stuff to keep you from getting fucked with. Monsters are coming to fuck with you. That never happens, by the way. There is no sequence in this game that plays... in this movie that plays out like the game. I'm being 100% honest. There's no point you need to hold a movie... you don't need to hold a door shut at any point. In fact, the doors have no power at all. Doors have no power. He never wears a mask at any point to disguise himself. I'm trying to think. Don't use any sounds. Don't use any sounds. The closest it has to do with anything is, I guess, because he's walking around the FNAF building, is the closest thing is fucking security breach. And if the closest thing is security breach, then you need to leave and go home. You need to go home, open up a new goddamn Word file and title it, I'm hiring someone else to write the fucking script for me. Cawthon? Were you even the main... I mean, I saw... You definitely were credited several times. But, yeah, director Emma Tammy, yeah, writer Scott Cawthon, Seth Cudback, and Emma Tammy. Multiple Emma Tammys. Emma Tammy? Sword fight, let's go. Knife fight. Bring it the fuck on. Bring it the fuck on. Oh, God. Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, she had 2 episodes. I remember now. She has 2 episodes of a TV series, bunch of episodes of a podcast, an election day thing. Some shorts. I don't like watching this. The amount of time that I spent with that movie on making a keep going gesture. Just nothing's happening. I'm just watching someone very slowly move through a room, or watching an animatronic very slowly move in through a room. And they spent $1 billion trillion on the animatronics, and like they're the main characters at this point. So I get why they put them in the scenes so often, but you see them perfectly all the time. Every scene. If there's an animatronic, you could goddamn draw it in your fucking sleep. It is ridiculous. And they all move like goddamn people wearing big suits. They all move like an actual fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronic would move. Which, hey, props. I'm sure that was fucking, that was the goal. I'm sure that was what they put on the goddamn card. That's boring. That's not scary. It's not fucking scary. I'm looking at a thing that, frankly, is never going to be able to sneak up on me, because to sell the fact that they're animatronics, because they just look like large puppets, which is what they are, to sell that they're animatronics, every time they move, there's a or gnashing metal. I think at one point there's a fucking train sound effect, which I remember specifically because it cuts from fucking an animatronic to Vanessa staring at a wall. She's just staring at a wall, having horrible flashbacks. And meanwhile, the fucking music that plays you into that is... It fucking... I just didn't like it. I just really didn't like it. It was so boring. It was so fucking boring. Oh, God. I was gonna do this much nicer. I was gonna sit here and talk about all of the things I liked. I erased that track. Not gonna lie, I'm fucking... There were 2 recordings here. This is the one. This is the accurate one. It's so boring. Hey guys, little bit of advice. Here's my actual advice. Don't watch this movie in theaters. Watch it with buds so you can pause and rewind and look at the fun little Easter eggs. And you can be happy and chill and cool. And you can talk with your friends during the several minutes that nothing is fucking happening. It will be great. You'll have a wonderful time as you, I don't know, discuss taxes. How's your mom doing? What is the situation in Gaza like? Trust me, you're gonna have way more fun talking about that than the fucking FNAF movie. Jesus Christ. Well, this has been incredibly mean of me. This has been incredibly mean of me. It's gonna be a fun thing to toss up online. Chat's gonna roast me. Chat's gonna obliterate me. Whatever. Nobody ever said half the fun of watching Missy is watching her goddamn self-censor herself. For case in point, cunt. There we go. But on the off chance that you agree with me, then I'm going to kiss you on the lips. 36 minutes! Oh my god, this was way more long. This was way longer than I thought it was gonna be. I have chores to go do. Jesus fucking Christ. Need to go drink more Gatorade for one. But thank you guys so much for listening. Please enjoy the FNAF movie. I'm sure you'll have a wonderful time. I'm going to go mostly cook something from the FNAF cookbook out, honestly. It's gonna be a rich full fucking day. Bye!